So this is us walking into the cabin. This is an original log cabin that would have been used by wranglers, that's cow punchers, people who tended cattle and wild horses. So this is our aquaponics teaching and training unit here at Woodland Park. This area is an area where we teach. That's a screen from a solar powered backpack that I use. We have little video projector, and we have a biosand toilet, a chemical toilet. That's a composting toilet over here which we use. And these bins are for our water filter setup, where we would demonstrate water filters and things that we can use in the bush. But this is the first system, and this is an IBC tank. That's what these tanks are. These are international bulk containers. They can be cheaply bought. They come complete like these. We've just taken the lids off. On this one, we've just chopped the lid off and turned it upside down, and we've used the lid as a grow bed. This stuff here is called hydroton, and it's just clay pellets that are aerated, and they maintain water. But the basic principle of aquaponics here is that we use fish. So we have fish in this tank here. You can kind of see the fish, and the fish waste is basically pumped up into this top trough, and once it reaches a certain level in here, we have a belt siphon. When the water reaches a certain level, it releases the water back down into the tank, and the water is filtered through the hydroton, comes back down into the tank, and then is pumped round again every 15 minutes. And this is an example of some of the stuff we're growing. Look how healthy this looks. This is romaine lettuce, and this over here, the red, is Swiss chard. And we just put the little pots in there, and they basically, the plants through the roots suck up the nutrients in the fish waste. So what this is producing here is organic fertilizer. Over here we have another system. This tank is going to be our nursery. We're going to raise fish in here to replenish this system. So here we have all our fish, and the waste is going through there into a filter and then into our main trough. We have the same arrangement over here with the hydroton. The fish waste is coming through there, as you can see, and basically the water is being filtered through the hydroton, and then we come into another system. This is a raft system. So all these little pots are on a raft, as you can see. They're just floating, and you can see how healthy the plants are. This is kale, and then we have basil, the herb, down here. This is Swiss chard, and again, this is a system. The water over there comes to that black pipe. There is a pump, and it's pumping the water all the way back round the system, back to the tanks here. You can see the black tubes where the water comes back in. These two tanks are linked together, and there are fish, happy little fellas, just feeding the system and providing the nutrients. And then over here we have a variation. This is another IBC tank. It's been painted black. Slits have been cut in the side to put the little pots in. You can see them here. These are seedlings, literally just 2-3 days old. We have a system of jets on the top. What we're basically doing here is taking the fish waste from here. There is a pump, and basically it goes all the way up here, and these jets atomize or create a mist from the solution, and the plant's roots are inside the tank. The tank is hollow, the mist is created, and the plant roots basically suck up the nutrients. Here we go again. So 3 sides we have these little pots. One of these tanks, which cost about $100 to buy, can provide 160 plants at a time, and we can harvest these plants. We have the grow lights here and here and around on the other side here, and it's the same on the trough over here. We have our grow lights up above. Now in Africa we have the sun, so the grow lights wouldn't be necessary, and there's another grow light there. But this is basically to teach and train people the principles of aquaponics, so that we can transfer this technology to Africa, to the outside, or to anywhere else in the world, and help people grow food very efficiently. These systems only use 10% of the water that you normally use to raise these crops. And where we're drilling wells and water is a precious resource, I think this is a phenomenal thing to put in the hands of people, a tool that only uses a fraction of the water you would normally use. So that's the whole purpose of this little system that I've set up, to teach and train our missions and ministry students and anybody else who wants to listen about using these remarkable tools to conserve the world's resources and produce good, organic, nutritious food for the benefit of the people and the communities that use them.